Okay, folks, this is something that there's a little bit of positivity in this. It makes me think of my father because he used to work for this company even before it became the company that it is today, its current iteration. And he used to work originally as a telecommunications technician, and I really have fond memories. My dad inspired me to be interested in electronics and other technical shit, and this takes me back. He's still alive now, but he's an asshole and I don't talk to him anymore. But maybe this could shed a bit of light on a little bit of positivity toward him, even though I can't see him or talk to him. He'll just take advantage of that and play mind games and shit sooner or later. And basically, yeah. But he ended up working in management and he got made redundant. But I still use this Telco because same with the bank. My mum worked for a bank and I still use the bank that she worked for. So that's her side of things. But basically, yeah, this company reminds me of my father, the parts that I cherish about my father. And we all know what this is, don't we? Telstra. So the company is Telstra. It was an amalgamation between OTCs, Overseas Telecommunications Commission, and Telecom. So yeah, Telecom and OTC merging, and this is what they became. And it just reminds me of my father, and I still use their service for my computer and my other phone. I do also have a Vodafone service. I need two of them because of my, it's always good to have a second phone when you're doing lots of data thumping like I do. I use all this social media. I use just about every social media that I can get my hands on. It's always good for privacy reasons to have a second phone number. So, yeah. But basically this reminds me of my father and makes me think of something nice about my father, even though he's a dickhead. But basically, yeah, Telstra is my dad. It reminds me of him in the good sense. I just wish my dad and I could come to getting along, you know. I wish we didn't have to fight. I wish Dad wouldn't be such a fucking teaser and a bully. You know, I wish he could be nice, you know. I really wish I could spend time with him. You know, he's my dad, for fuck's sake. He doesn't come from the schoolyard, but he behaves like that. And it's put a wedge between us. His teasing and bullying behaviours have put a wedge between us. And I can't go and fix it because he's responsible. He's the one it's the buck stops with him, folks. The buck stops with my father. I can't do anything to fix the problem. He'll just take advantage of it. He behaves nicely for a while, and then all of a sudden, like a fucking wolf, he turns on you. And he tears you to pieces. And it really hurts my feelings. I feel like I might as well be at school when I'm with him. You know, school sucks, right? And the bullying at school really sucked. So yeah, and this has come up looking really nice, almost nicely scented. We're going to use this as a movement piece. But I like to think that maybe there is a possibility there could be peace. You know, that maybe one day there could be peace and niceness. You know, that there could be a nice that I don't have to feel like I'm going to be stuck in a fight. And he always wins, unfortunately. He's got the teeth, he's got the claws, he's got the attitude. He's so cocksure of himself. He thinks his shit doesn't stink when it really smells like fucktardery. And yeah, I don't like him, so I don't talk to him anymore. Even though I do wish I could just bury the hatchet. You know, bury the hatchet. So I found that near a footpath. But basically, yeah, this is my dad. This reminds me of him in a good sense. Hats off to Telstra. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't think a piece of telco apparatus could have such a good feeling to it. But it does. I do have a close connection with electronics, even though the industries are full of shit. That the people who run the industries, including the photocopier industry, are just a bunch of shitheads that don't care about the product. They just care about the fucking revenue that they can make. So, they really have no care about what they do and what they produce. Yeah, they don't care, folks. I'm getting hot, folks, even though the fan's going. And that's come up with my shit house, actually. That looks terrible. Colour in that absolutely looks shit. I do think maybe I'll add another colour to the background. But yeah, I'm trying to get recognised on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and I'm hoping Dad will soon stop being mean to me, that he'll see that I have reason to be respected by him as an artist, because he hates my art. He hates what I do on the photocopier. He thinks it's foolishness. He hates what I do. He hates myself. He just doesn't want to be interested in what I do and what I'm good at. He just wants me to focus on doing things I don't like, as if life is designed to be hated. He's just an asshole, and I just hate his guts, and I just can't reconcile myself to him. I don't know when Telstra became Telstra, whether it was in the early 2000s or the late 1990s. But yeah, it just reminds me of my father and something endearing about him. I just wish it could be real. I wish it could be real, folks. I wish my dad could just be nice and that all will be forgiven, and but I can't just back down. I can't just allow him to get off scot-free. I've got to fucking still put the pressure on him, and just he has to fucking wear it. He does. He has to wear it. If he wants to see me again and talk to me even on the phone, well, he's got to fucking pull his weight. I've got to learn to trust him somehow. And that's come up a brilliant one. That's looking good. So that's the yellow makes it look really colourful. So we're going to work with it like that. I thought yellow was the colour. But yeah, I just really wish I didn't have to hate my dad and have to fucking hold off talking to him and seeing him. He lives on. I can just get on a bus down the road and basically get to his place from there. just for a quick walk, and I'll be there on the fucking yeah. But he's not a nice person, and he's also, my brother's not nice either, and he's inherited the same asshole genes that my dad's got. And my brother and I, we just don't get along. So he's got to apologise as well. They both got to apologise on Channel 9 on the 6 o'clock news. If they don't, well, it's their fucking problem. Dad's got heart problems, there's not much left of him, so he'd better make it quick and smart. And that fucking, I didn't notice that. He's going to make it quick and smart because he'll die not hearing from me. And I have to do that. You know, there's no use. He'll end up dying anyway. He could end up dying yelling at me and being mean and horrible, and that wouldn't be good. So I'd rather die, if he's going to die away from me. But it'd be nice if it didn't have to come to that. If he didn't have to take it to his grave. So, yeah. So that's our Telco piece. Yeah, okay, that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.